So you had a great week in sales and now you're struggling to make gold again. Today, I'm going to talk about creating a product line and how you can make a steady stream of income from this. So keep watching. Hi folks, welcome to Rudy Vision. Today I'm going to show you how you can make a steady stream of gold from a product line. First of all, what is a product line? Anytime you craft an item in the game, it becomes a product that you can add to your product line. And I'll give an example of this. Glyphs, furniture, armor, weapons, jewelry, food, potions, and anything that is basically craftable in this game, that will go towards a product line that you can create. Now, to start production, you got to make sure you have the following. First off, before you go into your product that you want to sell, make sure that you have all the raw material goods to craft that product, and make sure you have at least 1 week's worth of supply that you can distribute to sale. Now, I say 1 week because in the game, when a guild has a public trader, that public trader is only good for 1 week. So if you want to put up items for sale, that guild is guaranteed that public trader spot for 1 week. After that, they have to fight for it again and make sure that they win it. If they don't win it, then that guild is either out of luck or they have to go to another region and fight for their public trader in that zone. But that's why I say 1 week. And typically, most people buy on a weekly basis their supplies. Sometimes you'll get people that accumulate like a month's worth of supply. It's really up to you, but the standard rule is to have at least 1 week of supply of raw materials to create your product. Now, I'll give you an example of one particular product line. We're going to use the glyph business as an example, and we're going to say we go into production for health glyphs, okay? Very specific. So for the health glyphs, we're going to go into production for the purple version of them. So we're going to have to get Rakudas, Okos, and I believe it's Raporas. So those three key raw materials we're going to have on hand, and we're going to have at least a week's worth of supply, if not more. This way we can keep up with the sales. So when you start moving product, you want to have your raw materials ready to create more glyphs. So when you gather up all the raw materials, and you can buy them or farm them, but I recommend buying them because it takes more time to go out and farm them as opposed to just buying them. So that's why you want to have gold on hand to be able to do this. And then from there, you want to put it up in the guild trader. Now, depending on the zone, you'll either sell the glyphs or whatever product you have either really fast or really slow. So it's very important to know what kind of region you're in when you're doing the selling. This way you can determine how much supply you need to put up and so forth. And once it's put up for sale, make sure you keep on top of the price, because typically you'll have people that will try to undercut you. And if they do undercut you and they undercut you pretty badly, you definitely want to relist your prices. This way you make the sale quickly and get your income that you need for the week. Now, the reason I recommend a product line as opposed to selling raw materials is because anytime you sell a product line, it's a craftable item, okay? And that eliminates some of the competition when you start going into product lines. And depending on how advanced the product line is, will determine the competition level. If it's a harder product line to go into, and I'll use for an example the 150% potions, because not a whole lot of people know that recipe. So if you go into that, you're not going to have a whole lot of competition for that. So the harder it is to craft the item, the more lucrative of a product line it is. And it's definitely a good source of steady income because you start eliminating the competition by going into harder and more difficult product lines. And by doing that, you're going to find that you have an easier time putting up stuff for sale, and you won't have to compete as hard to get that sale as opposed to selling stuff like basic raw materials where you're going to have a buttload of competition coming at you to sell that same product line. So this is why it's a great way of making a steady stream of gold, but you got to know the market and you got to examine what sells good in the region and what doesn't, because that's going to determine your success or failure when you go into this product line and you pick it and you decide to do it. All right, folks, so that concludes my video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and become a subscriber. I put out videos on Elder Scrolls Online each and every week, and I'll see you next time.